Hello YouTube, Jaack here with my friend Stevie. The clip you're about to watch is a parody of a game show called Argumental. What are the rules?
Basically, there's a question in which we have to debate between us, one for, one against.
It'll be a moral dilemma, like, do we think psychic mediums are morally corrupt? Regardless of our own opinion, as Stevie just said, one of us will have to argue the case for, and one will have to argue the case against. So this might be slightly offensive, but don't hold that against us.
He means everything he says.
You should let your kids be overweight.
Oh.
Jaack,
Yeah.
you're going for yes. Stevie, no.
Just to reiterate, not necessarily my opinion, but for the sake of the game.
Well, cut that. We've said that at the start. Don't worry about that. Should you let... Ready? This is Jaack. Jaack, should you let your kids be overweight?
Yes, you should let your kids be overweight. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen a wave sweep up a baby seal? They thrash them into rocks and large chunks of ice, and more often than not, the seal comes away unscathed. Why is that, I ask one?
Wait, do that bit again. Sorry, no interrupting.
I just realised I read it wrong. Why is that? One word.
Ask one.
Why is that?
One word.
Right, hang on. And the seal always comes away unscathed, more often than not. Why is that? One word. Blubber. The protective layer of fat that protects the seal against the elements as well as impacts. If your kid is encased in blubber, it has way less chance of hurting itself. Falling from a tree? This little chubby funster should just bounce right up. Tripping over on concrete? Don't worry, your flabby little fella's got his own blobby little knee pads.
Offensive.
Also, it's every parent's worst nightmare that their kid is going to run away from home. If your kid's a chunky little sod, he's not running anywhere. You won't be losing them in a supermarket because one, they can't go far, and two, they're in the crisps.
They're in the crisps.
Did I say that every parent's worst nightmare is their kid running away from home? Because it isn't. It's actually...
Now he's arguing himself.
It's actually getting touched up. A fat kid is far less desirable to...
This is fucking mental.
The more physically repulsive your little ones are to look at, the less likely they are to be snatched by an although admittedly they will be more tempted by the idea of sweets from a stranger.
Okay, thank you, Jaack.
Fucking hell.
That's why kids should be fat.
Yeah, okay, we got it. I think we got it. Stevie.
I don't know how to follow that up.
You got the easy one, mate.
Okay. I do not think that your kids should be allowed to be overweight. Neither do I. The idea that any loving parent should allow their kids to be overweight is absurd. I don't care what my opposition says. There is not a single good reason why you'd let your kid live an unhealthy lifestyle. And I speak from experience. Obesity is an epidemic in multiple countries all over the world. In the UK alone, around 10% of 4 to 5-year-olds are obese. That rises to 23% by the time the kids are 10 to 11 years old.
Cool.
And of course continues into their adult life, where over 25% of adults are obese in the UK.
Oh, it's got to be more than that, isn't it? Who's done this?
Don't you dare interrupt
All right.
him.
Even if we were to ignore the health reasons, you're openly allowing your kid to be bullied for being overweight. And again, I speak from experience. When I was 12, I was 15 stone. A human should never weigh more than their age.
This is Durham CEO.
You were 15 stone at 12.
Yep.
That's the fun. They'll Stevie like that. When I was 12, I was 15.
A human should never weigh more than their age. I was dancing at a school disco. The kids started calling...
Is this true?
The
Chubby little funster.
The kids started calling me Michael Fatson. Belly Elliot.
Michael Bubble.
And Fat Loose.
That's the best one.
A play on words from the famous dance film Footloose. Do I blame my mum? No, because my brother and sister were both slim. Do I blame the fact that I'd come home from school and down 4 pints of milk straight from the bottle? Yeah, it's probably that.
What?
I was a child.
How are you getting 4 pints in a bottle?
What's the size of a milk?
Carton, isn't it? Oh, fair play on.
I was a child. I didn't think of the problems that it would cause me. I had strong bones. They were just surrounded by fat. Now, as an adult, I can take accountability and try to do something about it. But I beg the parents listening to do the thinking for the kids, because they'll only start realising once it's too late. You don't want to see your kid coming home from school crying because the kids have been calling them Titanic, Thickie Minaj, or Madonna Kebab. Thank you.
Oh, well done. That must have been really hard for you to say.
It was good, but the best bits about it were the things that other kids made up about you. The Jackson 10, just double.
Jackson 15 stone.
Firstly, I just want to say
Kings of Leon, Pret, McDonald's.
Kings of Leon.
Oh,
well done.
thanks.
God.
Okay, let's debate this.
Yeah.
Should we debate this?
We're
yeah?
opening the floor officially.
Right, I'll be honest, yeah?
No. The game is, Jack, before you say another bloody word, you have to argue for your
Right,
side.
yeah.
And I don't want to hear you trying to...
I got you.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
emotional for me.
I got
Yeah.
you. So when I met you, you were 18. You were slim as they come.
Yeah.
Right? Why were you so skinny, Stevie?
Because I chose to starve myself.
Yeah, and why is that? Because you're a fat kid and you got bullied.
Yeah.
You got bullied into being slim.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, and you were just a little fat kid, right? And we promoted the fatness,
Yeah.
right? You'd be fat now.
I am. So, do I win?
You're not fat.
Every point you make is more offensive than the last
And
point
also-
you made.
I got
Can-
given the...
Can you just read the last sentence that you wrote?
Yep. It says here,
Maybe the last couple of sentences you wrote.
a fat kid is far less desirable to pedophiles.
There we go. I went.
How big were you back then?
I was 10, so I wasn't doing much better. It's only a couple of years before.
How do you find it?
Nah. Stevie wins. Well done. Wins every one that we ever do.
Oh,
I thought you were going to come more at the angle of body positivity, Jack. But you
Oh,
kind of-
no, it is. It is. If
it's
you wanna...
not like
yeah, you didn't do that at
you
all.
you should have been like, people should feel comfortable in their own
Oh,
skin.
fuck, I missed the trick, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you sort of just roasted overweight children.
No, I've gone like... No, it's
backhandedly.
safe. It's safer. Safer from... Safer from falls. Safer from scrapes. Like...
Running away.
Running away. They're,
Running away.
yeah. Did he get you with sweets? Is
I'm
that
not doing this.
This is such
No.
a weird mix of
Didn't.
let's. I think that
Oh.
Stevie actually made some points which were good. So based on the arguments alone, I'm gonna have to give the points to Stevie.
I never win any one of these
Thank you.
fucking games that we do on the pod.
You
ever.
said fat kids falling over. Bigger you are, the harder you fall, mate. So that's not true.
I don't think any of your points were good.
Yeah, they were. Would it? I don't want to get into it, but
Why didn't you say anything about you shouldn't encourage your kids to be a certain size or shape? Just
I should have done that in hindsight. Yeah.